And I'm here with my beautiful and delightful wife, Rachel. And we're going to be starting this evening by making a little bit of food. Because I really haven't eaten much all day. Time for some dinner. So, I decided to go with chicken sandwiches tonight. We're going to start here in this pan with some chicken. Get some of these breads out to make sandwiches with. Okay. Milwaukee Brewers. Listen here, Milwaukee Brewers, not today. Today is the Athletics' day to win. These poor breads are good, but we're probably going to need... Well, Rachel probably wants one sandwich, but I'm going to want two sandwiches. So I need to get two more breads out. I'm not going to turn these breads on yet because they're not going to need that much time to be toasted.
Lorian got back.
Oh yeah? She sent you an email address?
She said, yeah, she sent an email address. She said, hi Rachel, wow, you're coming back to New York. Did you find anything yet? Yes, we're coming back to New York, right?
Just say, I'll send you the email that explains everything.
Okay.
Okay, so we're contacting this lady that Rachel knows in New York who's actually like a real estate agent. But we're talking to this lady about whether or not she might act as a rental finding agent. So is that going to be enough chicken? I think so. I think that's going to be enough chicken. Hello, Victoria Q. The Q stands just
Moved from Cali to...
yeah, moved to New York, or moved from Cali to New York is fine.
Moved to New York.
So we're talking to this lady. We had Jim and I write an email to send her explaining our situation. Then I edited it to make it not have problems. Put a little wine in with this chicken to start. And we're going to put this on just a little simmer right now. I want it to defrost a bit before it starts cooking super hardcore. Alright, so we're going to frost that a bit. Yeah, hopefully regardless, we're doing some legwork stuff, making things move forward as best we can. Put some butter in here with the chicken a little bit. Not too much butter. That's enough butter. We're going to put some onions in here too. And I think probably some garlic as well. Why not? You know, why not go full bore, put everything in it. Onions, garlic, the whole 9 yards. Okay. Okay. So, to put onions into this, we're going to need to chop up some onion. Good news is, I just got new onions at the store today. I don't care about his philanthropy. To me, Tyler Perry sounds like a terrible person. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it right out the gate here. His philanthropy stuff just seems like another way to be controlling to me. Like, oh, I'm giving you the stuff so you have to worship at my feet. So,
How do I do this? How do I format it so that it doesn't look like it's like copy and paste?
okay, well, give me a second. All right. We gotta fix this. Hi, Rochester, New York. Pretty Princess 0000. We're right now discussing and dealing with some of the stuff of our pending move to New York. All right, let me see. What do you mean that it looks like it's copy and pasted? It looks fine to me.
When I copy and paste to mine, it formats differently and it puts it all like in.
Okay, hold on. Does that look okay to you?
Yeah.
Okay. You type in the recipient and subject.
Okay.
Let me get rid of, actually, let's get rid of this extra. Okay. Type in her email address, please. And then the subject, and then it's good to send. There. Okay. Where are we at? We're currently in California, very near Yosemite National Park in Mariposa. But we are going to be moving to somewhere in the general vicinity of Franklin Square, New York, which is on Long Island. Possibly we go to Suffolk County, New York. It's possible we'll go to this one town in Connecticut that's very close to New York. We've got kind of a bit of a challenging ask for a rental property. But because we do have 2 cats as well. But it just seems like the thing to do. Because if we were to just sell this and buy a place, well, houses are expensive over there. And I want to have access to the equity in this house as liquid capital so that we don't go into the portfolio. But I don't know. It's conceivable we could do some kind of contingency sale, contingency buy, if we found a cheap enough place. Now, this house isn't cheap, but it's also not in a major metropolitan area. It's a great house. If it were in New York or Los Angeles, it would be worth millions of dollars. But it's here in Mariposa. Okay, that seems like a good amount of onions. Anyway, this whole relocate thing is quite involved. There's a lot of different moving pieces, a lot of things to consider, like some long-term questions that you can't really answer or have good information on until after I get a job. And it's one of those horrible things where it's like, I could and did for a little while try to find a job before we find a place so that I could know where I'd get a place closer to where I'm working or something, you know. But the problem with that is then it pushes back, the timeline becomes contingent on waiting to hear back from jobs and stuff, and I just don't think that's the best choice. Anyway, it's complicated. It's complicated, a big pain in the butt, but also quite liberating in some ways. Put some of this garlic in. Alright. With the garlic, start with this hammer. We're going to hit these. And we're going to take this paper off. Okay. Now we're going to throw this away. The trash can's right here. And we're going to wash our hands a little bit. Yes, I didn't do that right before I started cooking like I should have. It's fine. They're not dirty. I haven't been picking up any poo or anything today. Unlike usual. Jingle all the way. I'll try. But I don't know if I can keep jingling that long. Okay, now we're going to chop up this garlic as per meal. Okay. Put that in there. Then we're going to flip this chicken over. All right, we'll let that simmer for a while. We'll let that simmer. Turn up a little higher. About like that. Okay. Now, what I want to do is put the rest of this onion away into one of these bags. And voila. What am I cooking today? Today I'm cooking chicken sandwiches. So, we've got the onions cut, the garlic cut, the chicken's cooking. We've got the pieces of bread in the oven. The only other thing we need to prep really at the moment is we could slice slices of cheese. Hello, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Okay, let's return to the other room. Did we get that off yet?
Yeah.
It still says send right there.
What?
It still says send.
Oh no, I did it through my phone.
You
I was
just,
able to copy and paste it.
okay, so then X that one, I guess. Or put it in the trash down at the bottom.
Trash. Okay.
Alright, cool. Alright. Back to the baseball game. It's 1-1. Wow.
Oh, wow.
What happened while we were gone?
I don't know.
Still just the bottom of the first inning. 1 out. How did we get a run so fast? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Curtsy. Curtsy leading off. Leading off and going off by hitting a 4-baser. Namely, a home run. Oh, actually, that's Langoliers' first pitch. Wow. That was Shea Langoliers who hit that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. He's really been the star of the show.
Well, yeah, him and Kurtz.
Yeah, Kurtz too.
Hi, Ike OG. Eggplant? Too soon? I don't know what that means. I do not get that. So, we've got Colby Thomas here hitting. And we've got a little bit of food cooking in the other room. And I think before too long, we may even have a little bit of music cooking in our heart. I could see myself playing this keyboard. I really could. This is the worst TE in history. This is the absolute worst TE in history. I do not know what I think I'm doing here, but wow. That was absolutely terrible. In every meaningful sense of the word, that was absolutely terrible. Okay, well now we've got this ready to go when it's time. But we need to pay a little bit too much attention to the food right now for it to be time yet. So let's go back in the kitchen. Let's check out the chicken, see how the progress is going. Going fine. Does anybody ever notice that like garlic turns green when you cook it in wine and butter? Alright. Let that go for a bit. It's doing fine. It's doing just fine. Alright, McNeil at the plate. I think. No. Who is that? Oh, Max Muncie's back. Max Muncie's back off the DL. He's kind of one of those. His wins against replacement is probably exactly even. He's just kind of an average player. So I don't think we missed him that much. But it's good to have another piece of the puzzle to plug in for Kotze to use, Okay. I think we've got some kind of a ballad coming up here. This is Organ Ballad is the title of this beat. Organ Ballad, you take my breath away. Organ Ballad, I wonder what Joan of Arc would say. She'd say, oh my God, I'm feeling this ballad for sure. Oh my God, I'm feeling this ballad some more. Oh my God, what me lead the French to their destruction. And baby, when I saw you standing there, Obviously in the moonlight. Well, naturally, that was exactly the moment when I knew. That was the moment when I knew you'd be my girl. You'd be my girl. Oh yeah, the moonlight glinted off your hair like so many sparkles of sunshine in the dust. But it wasn't sunshine. They were moonbeams. You looked alarmed, but soon you melted into my arms. And I said, thanks a lot, moonlight. You've done your job once again. Cause fuck yeah, moonlight's the most romantic kind of light. It's so much more romantic than sunshine. Take your woman out for a moonlit walk. Take her to a restaurant that has no lights on the night of a full moon. And then you'll know about true romance. So, you know, you can put that on your soundtrack for date night if you want. That'll sure to get the loving going. It's called Moonlight. It's about love, romance, and moonlight, which are two very popular topics for songs. Moonlight less so than love and romance. All right, I think this chicken's ready to cut now. I think it's adequately defrosted that we can cut it. We're going to use this serrated knife because we're experienced chefs and we know how to do things. Chick, chick, chicka, chicka, chick, chick, chicka, chicka, chick, chick, chicken sandwiches. Cause if you know the feeling of romance, then you love chicken sandwiches. There. That's cut up enough. Now we just let this cook down a little bit more. Cook up the chicken all the way and melt down some of the liquid. Not melt it down. Boil it away. Okay. Well, this is a nice extended break here from doing eBay listing stuff.
I'm gonna send her an email from my Rachel Strauss email also because my old one says the Curve Surfer on it and it might go to spam, so.
Okay. You just send her the same email saying, just in case the other one got caught by your spam filter or something.
Okay.
But I also wouldn't necessarily expect her to respond tonight because it is 10:38 on the
Oh,
East
okay.
Coast. You know, but you might say that in the email too, in the second one.
Okay.
I'd say like, just struck me that it's pretty late over there. Please take your time to respond. No need to respond tonight.
Okay.
But just in case you didn't get this because it got caught by your spam filter, here's another email. Okay. So, we're making some progress on that. Once that's done cooking, well, I still need to slice up some cheese to put on it. And I need to start the bread. I should start the bread soon. I should also put some salt and pepper on the chicken, I think. A little salt and pepper. And yeah, the onions release a lot of their liquid too, so it's got quite a bit of liquid on the bottom. I want to basically boil that all away. And I'm thinking of making kind of like a chicken melt sandwich. Which is to say, you know, slice of cheese, put it in here in the pan with the chicken and the onions and stuff, melt it all together, then put it on the board. Hi, Health Nut. Well, it's not a sauce. It's not intended to be a sauce. I just cooked it with some liquid in there because I didn't want it to like burn. But the onions released a little bit more liquid than I expected, I think. Just got some wine and some butter, and onions and garlic, and chicken. Okay, so we got this nice new Tillamook cheese here. So we're going to cut some of this off. And then we'll cut that into smaller pieces so it'll melt better. And we'll put this cheese in one of these bags here. So that it doesn't get all hard and gross. Okay. Bagged cheese goes back in the fridge. Disney World temporarily halted their rides today around 2 p.m. due to the 6.1 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Cuba. Oh, you're Eliana Diaz. Hi. Nice to see you. Alright. Chicken's all cooked. The liquid's mostly taken away now. So let's put this on broil. And we're going to start toasting those breads in the oven a little bit. And put a little salt and pepper on this. And then we'll put the cheese in. It'll be like a Philly cheesesteak, but with chicken instead of steak. So, we need to cut this cheese into smaller pieces. You can see that this is quickly turning into the flavor of deliciousness. It's a real melty fantastico. Not all the way melted, but mostly all melted. That piece is being very frustrating. Alright, that's good enough. Turn it off. Okay, now we'll get the bread. Well, not very toasty, but that's fine. It is at least not frozen anymore. Okay, now we build our sandwiches. This is Rachel's sandwich. Rachel, you want me to put teriyaki sauce on this?
Please. Or what do you think? Do you think it's better without it?
I mean,
I'll have the Classico.
you want a Classico? Okay.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of mustard water out of there first. Et voila!
Oh, thank you. It's like I'm at, what do you call your
Fancy sandwich chicken restaurant?
fancy sandwich chicken restaurant?
Yeah. Pia needs more food. Let me feed her. Alright, Pia, here you go. Go ahead. Eat up, kitty. Eat till you can eat no more. Rachel got some hair dye stuff in the mail today. She's planning on dyeing her hair tomorrow. I'm going to help her.
I feel like almost doing it tonight.
Oh, you have all the things? I thought you were getting some of them tomorrow.
I don't really need all of them.
What things are you getting tomorrow that you think you don't need?
Gloves.
Do
No.
we have gloves?
Yeah, it comes with gloves. I'd need your help though. Alright, fine.
Do we have gloves?
This goes here.
But
I think it's only one pair.
I think there are some of those big blue gloves someplace.
Oh, really? Because since we go to the post office open, like, so often we could just mail everything back, you know? If we do it tonight.
Oh, well, what else is coming tomorrow?
Okay, so the things that are coming in tomorrow are the plastic bowl. Do we have a plastic bowl?
Yeah.
A plastic shower cap that could, we could just put my hair in plastic saran wrap. Yeah. And brushes.
Well, you don't need any brush. Oh, you need brushes.
Like a comb.
You don't mean the brush put on the dye?
I just do that with my hands, but we need fucking.
Let's wait for tomorrow.
Alright.
I know you're impatient, but it seems like maybe we need those things.
Yeah. It'll just be easier because I got everything for 2 people to do. So that way.
Yep, many hands make life work. What kind of chicken? Just chicken and onions and garlic. Uh-oh. Now we're down 3-2. It's just regular American yellow mustard. It's not that spicy. I made sandwiches. I really needed this meal.
Thank you for it.
You're welcome. I was hungrier than I thought. I gotta say that came out fantastic. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It did come out fantastic.
I feel like a new man. Egg and mustard sandwiches, huh? Well,
I don't think it's because of the horizontal streaming though.
I could horizontally stream, but I don't know. I think we're gonna in general see diminishing amount of streaming, and at some point probably an increased amount of uploaded videos. Well, yeah, I mean, it's been very evident for a long time now that streaming doesn't benefit the channel at all. Battlefield Earth, best movie of all time, huh? An L. Ron Hubbard masterpiece. I actually tried to read that book at some point when I was a teenager and a kid. I read all kinds of science fiction. It was so bad I could not get through like 2 chapters of it. It was like, how did this book even get published? At the time, I didn't know anything about the Scientology thing either. It was just a straight up science fiction book. It wasn't like Scientology stuff, as far as I knew. But it was absolutely terrible. The little bit of it I read. Eggs and mustard and a sprig of raspberry jelly. Well, joke's on you, mister. Jelly doesn't come in sprigs. It's not parsley. I'm sorry I had to knock you down like that, but I mean, joy. I'm gonna say a controversial opinion right now that Rachel is here, but that's what I was gonna say that Gemini disagrees with me about. I think Live Free or Die Hard is the best Die Hard movie. Better than the first one, I think.
I like the first one. It's such like a nostalgia thing for me. Not because I saw it when it was like out, but because I saw it and it took place in like the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
Late 80s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she did cut her hair. I don't know why you feel like that's such a bad thing. So in 2013, they made one called "It's a Good Day to Die Hard." That was terrible. But in 2009, I think it is one called "Live Free or Die Hard." Oh my golly, that is the most action-packed movie. It's so ridiculous too. The like he launches a car into a helicopter. He jumps onto this like falling apart freeway overpass with a big rig, and the amount of insanity is just ridiculous. But it's super fast paced. It was entertaining the whole time. I laughed so many times. Thanks, Link. Thanks
What
for.
does it even mean?
I don't even know what that means. It means you're different looking than you were last time he saw you. That's what it means.
Well, yeah, I didn't do it on like live stream or anything, so I didn't do it. It is a change.
They all have Bruce Willis in them. Gee, all 5 of them.
I can't believe there's 5 of them.
I know. I would have thought they would have made a remake Die Hard by now, starring just be Die Hard with John McClane, but be a younger guy playing it now or something. No, they have not actually done that. Hans Gruber one. Were both the first two? Did both the first two ones feature Hans Gruber? No, just the first one did. Because Hans Gruber dies in the first one, doesn't he?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Number 2, that one is in an airport. Number 3, that one's called Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's got Samuel L. Jackson. Number 4 is called Live Free or Die Hard. And number 5 is called A Good Day to Die Hard. Apparently, number 3 is terrible too. But number 5 is terrible. Number 4, though, it's a real blockbuster filled with spills, chills, and thrills. I think I'll save the rest of
I'm
the
gonna
sandwich
save
for
mine
later.
too.
Okay. Can you put mine
Would
away?
you like me to wrap it?
Yeah, please.
Would you like in the fridge or out?
That's fine, but cover it over with some saran wrap.
Yeah.
So it stays soft. That doesn't get all crusty.
Of course.
I don't know about. I haven't seen 3, or if I have, I don't remember it. 3 is the one with Samuel L. Jackson. Wow, that was quite the error there. What happened? Milwaukee Brewers look like they forgot how to play infield. But it's 4-2 Milwaukee right now. They've actually scored a base hit. Was Bruce Willis born without lips? I actually think he had them shot off in the Vietnam War. That's what happened to his lips. Rooker at the plate. It's a 4-2 Milwaukee lead, but we've got 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Rooker's been heating up. He had a home run yesterday. He's been stinking up the program for most of the season. The last few days, last week maybe, he's been heating up a bit. It'd be nice to see him bring some offense right here. That's ball 2. 2-1 now to count. Three and one now to count. It's a lovely evening, lovely day in general. It was like warm but cool, cool but warm. You know, when you thought like, oh, it's kind of warm, the breeze would pick up and you feel like, oh, it's actually got a little bit of chill to the air. And then when it's kind of chilly, the sun would hit you and you'd be like, oh, it's actually kind of warm. It's one of those kind of days. That's the kind of weather you want. Go ahead, kitty. Go ahead. Worker takes the walk. Bases are now loaded. Nobody out. But we're getting down to the wimpy part of the lineup. Hopefully somebody can at least sacrifice fly somebody in or something. So, pitching coach has finished his conversation with Milwaukee pitcher Harrison and is making his way back to the dugout. Harrison remains on the mound, having gotten a hearty pep talk from his pitching coach. He feels perhaps more confident. At the plate, Max Muncy, just back in the lineup, 0 for 1 on the night. One would think he might be a little cold after the long layoff. He was on the IL for, I don't know, at least a month and a half, seems like. At least a month. All right. 1-0 is the count. Muncy takes a strike. 1-1 now the count. I saw the neighbors earlier down the road when I was driving back from town this morning. I saw that they had, oh, that's 1-2 now. They had these goats in this fence area on their property, and then when I came back later, like all of their hill had been mowed, right? I think they hired those goats mow your shit for you service. Oh wow! Is that an error? That got through. I thought that was a double play ball. It popped through. Tied game 4-4. I thought, well, double play, but we got to score 1 run at least. Nope. Scored 2 runs and still nobody out. Because Muncy chopped that thing right back up the middle. And what happened? I guess it took a weird hop. I mean, that's just a boneheaded error by the Brewers, I think. It didn't even seem to take a bad hop. I don't know what happened there. But Muncy was legging it out either way, so no problem there. Okay. First and third now. Nobody out. 1-1 the count. Soderstrom at the plate. He's got good pop in his bat, but he strikes out a lot. He's got kind of a low average. He's a 3-run home run right here. Oh, ask and you shall receive. Bam! That is out of here. That is way out of here. He just unloaded on that pitch. 7-4 Athletics. Woohoo! Fun times in Las Vegas. The Athletics are playing in Las Vegas today. I think for this series. They're not playing in their eventual Las Vegas stadium. It's not done yet, but they're playing in the minor league stadium in Las Vegas. And it looks like they got a full house. So, good for them.
Yeah.
All right. 7-4 Athletics. Take that, Milwaukee Brewers. Yeah, we're in the third inning. It's 7-4. And we still have nobody out. No, he did not go. 2 and 2 now to count for Bolte. Bolte? I think it's Bolte. That's a strike. Oh, yeah. We're gonna get that overturned. That's gonna be strike 3. Hi, kitty. What do you want? What do you want? He's looking aggressive, like he wants to swipe at me. Probably wants me to go watch him eat. Well, even though I like live free or die. Wow, Geloff. Bang. See you later. I don't even know where that came down. He unloaded on that one too. Wow. Bang. Boom goes the dynamite, as they say. Boom goes the dynamite. Wow. Got into Milwaukee's bullpen. So that's good. That's good. Meow. You got a alarm going off somewhere?
Video.
Oh, in the video. Okay. Well, you know how it is, guys. I'm feeling like I should be being a little bit more productive right now than I am. So I'll probably wrap this up pretty soon. Get back to my listing stuff. This guy, Robert Miller guy, who built this house and it's all this stuff that I'm selling. He had such crazy computer stuff. Like, he's got like a whole museum's worth of super old vintage computer stuff. And it sells for pretty good money. Most of those memory boards / motherboards, whatever they were, sold between $100 and $200. Some of them more. I found a couple more today that I had missed and put those up as a lot. Jim and I recommended I price it at $499 for the two of them. Wow, I actually put it at $495 instead though. But it's a buy now or best offer, so I could get offers potentially. If it doesn't move that price, then I'll cut the prices down a bit. Because while I've sold a lot of things so far, I also have some listings that haven't moved. So I've got like 16 active listings. A couple of them are new, but the rest of them are things that didn't move from before. As far as orders that have already been bought and paid and shipped, 31. 31 things have sold already and shipped out and everything. What am I trying to do here? I'm not trying to do anything. I was just seeing how many things I sold. Other. I was just seeing if everything was delivered. All right. And has it all been delivered? Let's see. Delivered, 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 delivered. I think everything's been delivered. Yep, it's all been delivered. So that's good. That's kind of the nice thing about taking a bit of a break during sleepy week is. How are things in Mariposa? Is Rachel Liano here? She is.
I got a haircut. Just so it's mentioned.
So that we don't get wah. I got a haircut too. Nobody seems to notice that.
know. For real. I don't want to take the spotlight away from you.
That's a gangster cut. Well, Rachel's from the streets. She's hard. She's hard and from the streets.
So hard, really.
She, I think she was messing with it, cutting it shorter, kept getting shorter. Eventually, she said, "I'm just gonna refresh to starting length again and see let it go from there."
Yeah.
She's gonna diet as well. So I don't know if anybody here has seen the movie White House Down, but I also am rather enjoying that movie. I think it's quite exciting. It's a movie about some bad guys trying to capture the president. The president's played by Jamie Foxx. And then there's the hero guy. I don't know what his character name is or what his actual name is, but I think I've seen him in some things before.
Channing Tatum? That guy?
Yeah, Channing Tatum. Isn't Channing?
Yeah.
Channing. Channing is a strange name. It doesn't really even seem like a boy's name. I guess it is. I guess it's enough of a boy's name. It's better than, like, Mary Ann.
I guess it. Yeah, the other. I don't know. Karen.
And there you have it, folks. I'm holding in my poop. You only need to tell us one time.
Oh,
3 times is too many. 4 times is even more too many than that.
Hi, Levi Samuels. No worries.
I think we can do with 2 of your reports because you're holding in your number 2. So the Athletics are up 8-4 now. Springs is still on the mound. And the Athletics broadcast has one Mr. Raleigh Fingers in the broadcast booth. I'm guessing Raleigh Fingers lives in Las Vegas. So since they're in Vegas, he stopped by to say hello. Kate McDougal holding in her poop. Kate McDougal. We'll pull a couple more bong rips. Again, Kate McDougal. You've already told us that too many times. You have to say something different. Okay, well that's different. You're doing that. Good for you, Kate McDougal. It's actually probably not good for you. You should probably let it out. Oh, you made it then. What strain is this? This is it's either straight up sativa or sativa heavy hybrid. Because that's all I planted last year were sativas and sativa heavy hybrids. But I didn't keep track of which plant was which. I hear you're giving birth, except instead of a baby, it's your poop. And instead of it coming out your frontal, it's coming out your back. What are you gonna name the little tot? She is Levi Samuels. You're not wrong. I did have some of this, but I smoked it all. I got this at the store because we went to the store to get Rachel her weed drinks that she likes to drink. And while I was there, I figured, I'll switch it up, get a little bit of indica. Nice while it lasted. But we've got so much free weed, I can't really justify buying weed. (8:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time) on June 8th. What astrology sign does that make your poop? What astrology sign is June 8th?
June 8th is Gemini, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your all-time best movie? Well, that's such a tough question, right? But I'm gonna go with something a little bit older. Well, I'm gonna put 5 things up there as possibilities. Okay, one of them is pretty new. One of the new ones is Quiz Lady. I think that movie's phenomenal. One of the older ones include Empire Strikes Back, Nightmare Before Christmas, and The Princess Bride. Those 4 movies are all qualified. Let me think of a 5th one that could join that group. Hmm. Well, it's not A Good Day to Die Hard. That was not a good movie. It certainly is not Midway. That movie would have been an improvement if it were even midway through the movie Midway. It was pretty bad. I watched the whole thing. Another all-time great movie to top out my list of 5. I might go like Godfather or Godfather 2. Those are both really good. I don't know what else to put there. Those are all the ones I could think of at the moment that they clearly belong on a top 5 list, I think. I'm going those 5. Two of my top movies are Back to the Future and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Well, those are both good movies. I think Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a little bit slow. Back to the Future is great. I mean, you can't super go wrong with Back to the Future. There's no disputing it's great. Um, you know, uh, Stuart Little and a Tigger movie. Stuart Little and a Tigger movie. I I think I've seen Stuart Little. I don't think I've seen a Tigger movie, but I'm not convinced those two belong on this list. Okay, let me talk to Gemini here. Use Gemini Spark. Okay, right now I want to put together a list of movies. This list should have different categories. The first category is called the best category. And it should have these movies on it. Number in any order. The Empire Strikes Back, Quiz Lady, Princess Bride, Nightmare Before Christmas, and Godfather 2? Or 1. I'm not sure which. Well, it's going to take a little while, I guess. But I will put the second category here. The second category is movies that are super good but are either sad or like girl movies. Included on this list is Before Sunrise and Platoon and what other movies are excellent movies, but they're either sad or they're like girl movies or they include
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I've never seen that one.
Oh.
I could put it on here anyway. I could say
It's a girl sad movie.
Eternal Sunshine.
But it is before sunrise, so I don't know.
This one only Rachel has seen. But I trust her judgment. That it belongs in this category. I'm not sure what the name of this category should be. Can you suggest one? Okay. Let's see what the chat has to say about making categories of movies. So I think we could do kids movies too. Like, let's do
Stand
kids.
by Me. Oh no! Oh, kids movies like Disney movies,
Well,
like Toy Story.
yeah, like kids movie category includes Toy Story. Is right. um, like maybe Aladdin. Aladdin's pretty good. What are some other good kids movies? Anybody got any good kids movies in mind? My Girl? I don't know if I've seen that. Dawn Bluth could go on kids or sad. I've not seen that one. I think I don't mind Aladdin making this list. I think it's a pretty damn good movie. I'm gonna put it on here. Aladdin. You know, Disney had a run of several in a row that were quite good. Uh, um,
What about like Home Alone? Is that a kids movie?
that might be on our Christmas movie category.
Okay, that is a Christmas.
Let's put that on the
yeah.
Christmas movie
All
category.
right, I'm trying to think of like kids. It's a Sandlot.
I've not seen it, but I'll take your word for it. Sandlot. Um,
It's harder. It's a little bit harder for, especially that isn't Disney.
Well, like, we could ask it to suggest some other ones that it thinks belong on the list. Okay. And that's it for now. Later, we'll go back and solicit your suggestions for small lists like this for adding to the lists. Okay. Christmas movie category. Gremlins? No? Yes?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think it makes a Christmas movie category. It's a great Christmas movie. Home Alone. Gremlins 2 is better than Gremlins, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Santa Claus. The Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah. The Santa Claus. Elf?
Elf, yeah, definitely Elf.
Elf.
What about It's a Wonderful Life?
Do you really like that? It's kind of old movies like that. I don't know if that one's that good, really. I don't know. Maybe it just seems so like old fashioned to me.
Okay, then we shouldn't have it.
Let's see. What else do we have suggestions here? We put Elf, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's not even really a movie. That's like a TV thing, right?
Oh, Christmas with the Cranks was good.
Christmas with the Cranks was very good. That's it for now. Okay. What other category? Well, we have a lot of musicals already put into it with the kids' movies and Nightmare Before Christmas, but we could do a musical thing like Grease. I don't really remember the movie. I don't know if it's actually any good. I know the music's pretty good. We could potentially do a horror. Horror. Let's do horror. Well, let's do comedy first. Comedy first is a good idea. So I'm going to put on here comedy movies that are good. The weird thing about comedy movies, of course, is they don't rewatch well. So you're not particularly likely to remember it because you're not likely to watch it again. I would say I'm going to put The Jerk. I'm going to put White Hot American Summer. I'll put good comedies. Well, gotta put Three Amigos on there. That's it for now. Okay. Naked Gun. There's a good call right there, and so is Airplane.
Oh, my dad kept on saying that we should watch Naked Gun.
That's pretty silly. And Airplane.
Airplane.
Please add those to comedy. If you can update my movie list Google Doc without saving the new version, that would be fantastic. In the past, it's not been able to do that. Maybe I turned on something that enables it to do that now. Good job, Google Gemini. You're a real hero. I had to upgrade to my, hi Winston's mom. I had to upgrade to the $100 a month Gemini today. Oh, this is a short ballpark or something. The balls are flying out of here. That's not a home run right there, but close enough. Yeah, I got Naked Gun down. Thank you. Like, I think there also needs to be a worst movies list too, obviously. Well, I needed to use more data because I'm doing all this listing stuff for eBay. I'm sending a lot of pictures to evaluate. It's it's doing a lot of stuff, right? I've been doing this for a while with all these boards and everything. So I ran out of my normal pro data on that. So I had to upgrade to the $100 a month one. But I'm only going to have that for as long as I'm doing all this eBay listing stuff. That's very Gemini intensive. I'm sure it wasn't. I tell you what, I'm definitely not going to see is the new Mel Brooks movie. Just cannot, will not do it. I'm sorry, but no. Okay, can you now make a worst movies category and include on that Aquaman?
What about what do you call it? Airbender?
Oh, Avatar Airbender? Um, what are some other terrible movies I've seen? I've seen a lot of bad movies, but I've seen some movies that are supposed to be super terrible, like Cabin Boy. And Cabin Boy is pretty terrible. I guess we could put Cabin Boy on this list.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Avatar: Last Airbender has got to be. I mean, I would not have thought when I saw Aquaman that it could be matched, but Avatar: Last Airbender was shockingly, stunningly, mind-bogglingly terrible.
It really was. I think I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
Okay, darling. Good night. I love you.
I love you
Well,
too.
relax.
Thank you.
Cabin Boy does belong on this list. It's a terrible movie. That's it for now. That's all I can think of for this one right now. All I can think of for this one. Because, see, something can't qualify as a best movie if it's sad. Not if it's too sad. Like, nobody should ever give Schindler's List an award for Best Picture because it's too sad.
Cause what?
It's too sad.
But isn't that why it gets it?
But my point is, I have a Best Movies category, right?
Oh.
But I have a separate category for movies that are good but sad.
Oh.
Because to me, you can't reach the pinnacle of movies if you're sad.
Totally sad.
Yeah, if you're sad like Schindler's List, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's just too sad. Like, I'm never gonna see Sophie's Choice either.
No, I'm never gonna see Sophie's Choice either.
My mom saw it when it came out in theaters. I remember she came back from the movie. She was all like, "Oh my god, that was so sad."
Oh, my dad, like, he'll never forget it. He always brings it up. He, for a double date with my aunt and uncle, with my mom, took them to see the movie Sophie's Choice, and he was like so sorry that he made that decision.
Hey, fun movie, huh, guys?
Yeah, movie date.
How about we get some ice cream? Do a little smooching.
Yeah.
Sophie's Choice. It's about like it's this movie about with Meryl Streep in it. She plays the mother of two kids, but she and they are Jewish, and the Nazis make her choose one to get to send to the concentration camp. It's yeah. Doesn't seem like the funnest topic for a movie. Even telling you the basic plot of it, it's it's a little too sad. I don't rewatch movies much either. Sometimes I forget I've seen a movie and then I rewatch it accidentally, which is exactly what I think happened with the movie Midway the other day. Midway has been the name of more than one movie. The one I'm talking about was in the 2000s sometimes. It was bad. It was so bad, the first time I watched it, I remembered nothing about it except occasionally I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember this guy playing this character. Oh, I remember this bit of this scene. I must have seen this before. But it was just so forgettable and everything about it. So meaningless. So pointless to have made it. Now, what do you do with a movie like Saving Private Ryan? That's a really good movie, but it's a little maudlin, right? Like at the end. I tell you what was the best World War II thing ever made, I think, was Band of Brothers, which was not actually a movie but a miniseries. I think that was the best miniseries ever made about anything, really, but certainly I think it's the best thing ever made about World War II. Super engaging, super exciting, and also like super realistic, really like puts you in the place of World War II. But I think I'm doing a little bit of injustice to Infinity War as well. That is the absolute pinnacle of the MCU. Is Avengers of Infinity War. That movie is phenomenal. I don't want to underserve that. It deserves much praise. It's a wonderful movie. What other movies are good? Levi says, I usually repeat movies a lot because I can't find any new ones that look good or I don't want to take a risk. Well, I said to Gemini yesterday, Thor Ragnarok. Oh, thank you for reminding me of Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok absolutely belongs on the best of all time list. I forgot that that's actually the absolute pinnacle of the MCU universe. That movie is so fantastic. It, I gotta tell Gemini to add Thor Ragnarok to the very best list. Please add Thor Ragnarok to the very best list. Uh, that movie is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've watched that movie more than one time. I maybe even watched that movie 3 times. I don't rewatch movies. But like when it comes at the end, like when Thor's like jumping out of the spaceship onto the Rainbow Bridge and they start playing that Led Zeppelin song. Ah! It's so epic. And so funny. The movie's so funny, so epic, just everything. It's absolutely fantastic. Meow. What? You want me to watch you eat? But I don't want to watch you eat. Thor Ragnarok. Spectacular. I hope Rachel's okay. She seems a little bit unhappy. Probably because of that dick who was like made a big deal about her cutting her hair. She's kind of sensitive about that stuff. I should check on it. I should. Let me go check. Best movie, comedy, comedy. Well, we've got several categories. I'm making a list with Gemini. I'm telling it to add certain things to the list. And I'll go over the categories in a second, okay? Maybe I'll show you the TV, show you the categories. Yeah, I'm fine. I just was, I want to make sure you were sad. I just wanted to make sure you weren't sad. Thanks for everything with you. Well, I'm back. I am back. I don't know why she looks like a kitten. She's no kitten. She's a middle-aged cat. All right, so let's take a look at this list. Where did all these come from? Are these suggestions? I guess this must be his suggestions. It suggests Heather's the player. I already have Before Sunrise. So these are the categories. The best category, that's for the best ones. Category 2, Bittersweet and Beautiful. Category 2 is Bittersweet and Beautiful. I called it girls' movies or sad movies. Girl movies and sad movies. I said, you could suggest a better name for it than that. Bittersweet and Beautiful. Kids' movies. Xmas movies. Comedies. Worst movies. Those are our categories. It's possible to add a second category if you like. I don't know where this came from. I think Gemini suggested these ones, but we already have Before Sunrise. It's right here. What does this mean? SPESPRCS. Let me ask it what that means. Um, how to do this? All right, I'll do it like this. Come on. Come on, you. Come on. It takes such a long time to pop up this app here, this thing. I'm going to save that as capture. Then go over here. I'm going to upload this. Capture. Capture. Where's just regular capture? I see every capture but this. God damn it. Like, how can it not be there? Fine. You know what? Fine. I will save it as something else. Save it as capture without an E. No, I know. How about 000 capture? All right, let's try this again. Upload files. Desktop. 000 capture. There it is. All right, now I'm going to ask it, what are those headings? What do they mean? What do these headings stand for? SPESPRCS. What are those supposed to mean? Nobody's going to be able to figure that out. Lars and Real Girl. Lars and the Real Girl. You're not a fond of Ryan Gosling? I thought he was good in the movie Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. Caddyshack is by far the best comedy. I have not seen Caddyshack in such a long time. I don't feel confident. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is an excellent movie. It should go on some list. I'm not sure. Maybe like, hmm. I mean, I could make a Gen X adolescence list that would include that for sure. Various 80s movies that maybe I don't think are the greatest, but have a lot of. And Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is a great movie. Don't get me wrong. That's a great movie. You know, I think Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a pretty good movie too. That could potentially make the kids' movie list. I see. SBE stands for Seen by Eric. SBR stands for Seen by Rachel. And it tells me it's not sure what CS stands for. You just made the thing. How can you not be sure what it stands for? And like, where did you get the idea that Rachel and I have both seen High Fidelity? I don't think I have seen High Fidelity. Star Wars 4 through 6, I don't think Rachel's seen those. Sideways is a good movie. Rachel's partially seen The Island, and I've not seen The Island. Like, where does it get this information that Rachel and I have both seen the Royal Tenenbaums? I don't mind if it's just like looking through my stuff, but is that where it's getting the information? I have it set up so it can look through all of my stuff as much as I can empower it to do so. I'm empowered to do so. But I am kind of curious about how it came to those conclusions. Oh, that's a loud noise. Oh, that's a loud noise. What do you want now, Trouble? Kitty, you meow at me too much. You do. You meow at me too much. Let's come to terms with that reality. Caddyshack gets a second vote here from CH Games. Die Hard's on my list of Christmas favorites, says Winston's mom. What would you put on horror? Good point. A horror category. I would put The Ring. Maybe The Blair Witch Project. Let me tell it. Okay. Let's make a horror category and include on there The Ring and The Blair Witch Project. And I've not actually seen The Exorcist, I don't think. So leave that one off. Okay. We made our horror category. Saw? I don't think I've seen Saw. I don't know if that's very good. Maybe like probably the first Scream is good, you know? Also, Pinata Island? That should be on the bad list. Can you add to the worst list that Pinata Island movie? I don't remember exactly what it's called. But it was terrible. I should say worst list. All right, cool. Good job, Gemini. Good job. Okay. Insidious, Silent Hill, Final Destination. I have seen Final Destination. In fact, I have seen multiple Final Destinations. I may have seen them all even. A Werewolf in London? I haven't seen that, I don't think. I'm not a huge horror fan, so I don't particularly have a large repertoire of horror movies I've seen, but I did see. I did see The Shining. That was pretty scary, I guess. If that's what you're going for with horror movies, scary. Max Muncy, out of practice. Interstellar is good. I don't know. Like, okay, sci-fi is a good category to have too. The thing is, a lot of the stuff that's gonna make the list in general might be sci-fi, might qualify for another category too, like best. But if we're gonna do a sci-fi category, I liked Interstellar. I also like that one where the things come down and they're onto Earth and they try to communicate through this like big egg thing. Hmm. I liked. Now is Interstellar the one with Matthew McConaughey? Because I did like Interstellar, but I also like that one where the guy he wakes up accidentally to do a malfunction in his sleep pod. Um, he's woken up mid transit from like 100-year journey or something, and he ends up waking up this other lady because he can't stand to be alone, and everybody else is on schedule, properly sleeping away. I don't remember what that movie was called, but it was pretty good. It's had an AI category. I'd also put for the sci-fi category Blade Runner. Blade Runner is a good sci-fi movie. All right, let's add a sci-fi category. I just bring this over here so I don't have to stop going back over there. Let's add a sci-fi category and let's put on it Interstellar and Blade Runner and oh, Starship Troopers. And that's all for now. All right. Now we're really cooking on this movie list. This will provide us, ideally, every movie we need to know about on the list where it belongs. What was one with Joaquin Phoenix where he falls in love with an AI woman? I don't think I've seen that one. Big Trouble in Little China. I like it. I like it. Hi, Simple Girl. Rachel is in bed. I don't think she's in in the stream at the moment. Anime should be a category. Well, this is a movies list. Anime doesn't even. Okay, if you're saying anime movies, yeah, okay, you could have such a list, except here's the big problem you have. There are some good ones, I guess, at like Kiki's Delivery Service or Totoro or something. But actual anime, the movies they make are never any good. And I don't think of like that guy who makes the ones like Kiki's Delivery Service and Totoro and what's the other one that's super famous? Spirited Away. That guy, Moritomo Nakamura or something like that. I don't really think of him as anime. Yeah, he's Japanese cartoons, but I don't think of him as anime. Anime just doesn't have enough good feature film like stuff to qualify to get its list. Like it's just meant to be episodic. It doesn't work as feature film for some reason, or they haven't pulled it off yet. Anyway, everything's going okay. Your dog's been pretty sick. I'm sorry to hear that, Simple Girl. I hope. I hope your dog feels better soon. You know, my mood's been pretty up and down lately. Uh, I'm not sure if you're aware of this yet or not. We're moving to New York, and there's obviously a lot to do as far as selling the house goes, getting the rentals we move into over there, and um, you know, trying to lock down all those moving parts. Uh, Proximity to her dad versus cost versus a lot of different factors going into things. But and her brother and her brother's wife as well. I don't mean to exclude them from the calculus. Anyhow, can be a lot of anxiety sometimes associated with all that stuff. And I can feel, depending on the moment, my mood, whatever, I feel more or less up to the challenge. Further away? Further away from you? Well, we're not very close to you as it is, so I would say I'd say New York's not that much farther from Colorado than California is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. Things between the coasts kind of blur together to me. Colorado, Kansas. I think you can go directly from Colorado into Kansas, to be honest, if I remember correctly. Because I did drive across country and I do have a somewhat better knowledge of geography than that. But I went to a lot of states. I went to Colorado. I went to Arizona. I went to New Mexico. I drove through Texas briefly, but I didn't stop in Texas. I think it was like New Mexico, a little bit of Texas, and New Mexico again, something like that. And went to Kansas, went to Missouri, went to Tennessee, went to Kentucky, went to Ohio, went to Michigan. I think that's it. Wait. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, thanks, Simple Girl. Um, you know, big change. Most significantly, I'm looking forward to getting back into an urban place, having a regular job, being kind of engaged in life again in a way that I haven't been for a while. Uh-oh. Wow, this is a high scoring game. It is now 9-7 Athletics. The Brewers just hit a 2-run home run. They're playing this game in the minor league stadium in Las Vegas. I have a feeling it's a pretty small stadium because there have already been 16 runs put up on the board, and it's the top of the seventh inning. A lot of home runs, too. That's not why I avoided Texas. I have been to Texas on other trips. I've been to San Antonio, I've been to Dallas, but not on that trip. I didn't stop to meet anybody in Texas. I stopped in those other states to meet up with people from the channel. I met with a lot of them. I also had, problems on that trip. Got arrested, for the crime of marijuana. Bum, 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 bum. I was busy violating everybody's rights by having marijuana. Not in the state of Oklahoma, friend. Not today, Mr. Strauss. You are not getting away with this. Not here, not in Oklahoma, not driving your California plates with expired tags, not while cleaning your pipe with a blowtorch while driving with your knees and speeding. No, sir, you're not getting away with this today. And I didn't. It's one of those little glow bugs. Oh well. Shit happens. Really, I was very fortunate to incur as few penalties as I did throughout the whole thing for my recklessness. I was like a little child, even though I was probably 43 years old, 44. I know. Relatively old. Relatively old to be that reckless. But what can I tell you? Drugs. They're a hell of a drugs. Okay. You're in New England, huh? Liver, gallbladder, and kidney. What are 3 organs you don't want to eat? Well, it's exciting. It is. I'm excited to experience New York, be there. I'm excited to integrate with her family and their family things, and start working. I feel kind of at the moment like everything's so up in the air that I don't quite know how to feel about everything. Like, I'll feel safer about feeling things when it gets a little. I have a few more things locked into place. Not that I'm accomplishing a goddamn thing right now, except live streaming. But you know what? That's fine. I did put in a lot of time today. It's also like there's all these TE questions all the time. Like for example, today I went through a bunch of stuff and said, okay, look, Gemini, keep track of all this stuff. I want you to alert me if things go together with other things, and or if something's missing pieces I should look elsewhere for. I'm not sure that time was super well spent. No, we're still gonna go on that trip in August. I don't think it's the greatest movie ever, but I thought it was okay. That's the one with Matthew McConaughey. Vet bills are like other kinds of health expenses. Expensive. Okay, well, it's not as good as that other movie I was talking about, where the guy wakes up accidentally um, from his like deep slumber that he's in for traveling across the galaxy, and then he wakes up this lady because he can't stand being alone anymore, and then he doesn't tell her he woke her up. He tells her like it was an accident, but then eventually he can't lie to her anymore. That movie's super good. It's kind of a crazy psychological thing. All right, let's go. Come on, everybody. I said, let's go. Well, oh, I know why. Okay. There we go. Now we're cooking with biscuits. Boop 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 ba. Boop 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 ba. If you want to say boop 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 ba, you should say boop 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 ba. Boop 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 ba. Boop 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 ba. We're gonna start this thing here. We're gonna wait for it to start. There we go. Now we're recording the beat. And it's good to do that because well, I think I'll probably loop this here so I can record the bass separately. So we're gonna let this go for another couple of seconds. Okay. Stop. Pajama time. Okay. So it's supposed to go this one, pia, pia, this one, pia, pia. Well, let me just start it here. Let me start it here. Cut this. Go like this. Go down to here. Go like this. And then go to the end. Okay. That looks like that one. And then this one looks like that one. So we need to get rid of that one. Okay. That should be fine. Just get rid of this one. And then we should have a loop-de-loop that works just fine. Okay. Now, we're going to loop it. Loop it. There. Now, we're going to copy and paste this. Uh-oh. I see the problem. This isn't right at the beginning. Now it's right at the beginning. Delete. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now, let me turn it up. Okay. A little bit too loud, actually. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now we'll play the bass. Just coming in. No, that's not what it's supposed to be. What's it doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, fine. That's good. Is that hot enough? What happened? What happened? What happened? know what happened. I know what happened. Here we go. Now we're ready to play some music. In the musical fashion. I'm gonna get a chair even. I'm gonna get a chair. Okay. Now let's see if we can get one good loop of that. Just one. Maybe this one. Oh, not too bad actually. Let's see. This one here. Let's see. This will be a good loop right here. It's not perfect or anything, but it's fine. Let's see how that loops. Okay. So need to start here. And it needs to end here. Like so. Okay, we're going to just go ahead and compress that a little bit. Limit it as well to about -4. Try and put those down to. So we'll go back up a little bit. Well, yeah, it's basically a little bit off the beat in spots, but what am I, some kind of rhythm master? I don't think so, okay? I don't roll like that. Get that out of your stink thoughts right now. You've got stink thoughts. Everywhere you go, it's nothing but stink thoughts. All the time, you got stink thoughts. Everywhere you go, you nothing but stink thoughts. All the time. Get your stinky thoughts out my way. Don't be a stink thoughts, please. Nobody likes the stink thoughts. Let's see if that looks a little bit better. Gotta just line up these ones a little bit better than that. So just crop that out. Put it right there. Then mute it. And now this back to look right there. And then we're making our way on progress towards stink thoughts. Okay? Towards a song called Stink Thoughts. Because you got stink thoughts. Every day you're full of stink thoughts. We go like that, we go like this. Maybe a little bit more. Like so. No, not that. Just like this. Okay, there. Let's see how stink thoughts is coming along. Alright, sounds pretty good. I must say.
I think you got the phone.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
I got it from Jimbo's Funk Reserve.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Now we're ready for the vocals, the amazing vocals. Even though you're going to hear this bleeding in the background, it's fine. Oh, this one's not plugged in over there. You're not going to hear my vocals if it's not plugged in over there, recording device. Well, it's about time to change that. It's about time to change your thoughts, because you've got stink thoughts. Stinking up your brain, stink thoughts. You're thinking is stink thoughts. Stop talking to me about your stinky stink thoughts. Nobody wants to hear them. Okay. Now we're ready. Now we're ready for real for the first time forever without stopping. Mic check. Is there a mic check in the house? I don't hear my stinky thoughts. Where is the stink thoughts? Where have they gone? I need stink thoughts, and you need stink thoughts. If you don't think a lot about thinking thoughts, then you won't have enough stink thoughts to think a lot. You gotta have stink thoughts everywhere you go. Talk about stink thoughts. Oh, I see what's the problem here. Stink thoughts. No problem. I'll solve it. Stink thoughts. So you gotta have the right thing plugged in to the right place, or else you'll have the wrong thing plugged in and you won't get a taste of this stink thoughts. Okay, now we're recording stink thoughts. Well, simple girl, I'll sing you a song. It's the best stink thoughts when you've got stink in your thoughts. I don't know if you ever had no stink in your thoughts, but if you do, then you know about stink thoughts. Sometimes your thoughts get thinking. Sometimes your thoughts smell good. Sometimes your thoughts be thinking though, and you know you would prefer not to have such stinky thoughts, cause stinky thoughts are stinky thoughts, and nobody wants to think thoughts. Everybody wants to have the thoughts that smell so good, like red frozen pots. You don't want no stink thoughts. I once knew a guy, his name was Stinky Thoughts. He was appropriately named because he was full of stink thoughts. And those thoughts was the stink, and that's why he would think. On thoughts that made him stink, he was full of stink thoughts, yeah. Stinky, 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 stinky thoughts. They are the worst smelling kind of thoughts. I've smelled a lot of thoughts from here to Asia. I've smelled a lot of thoughts, and I've been brave enough to smell even the stinkiest thoughts. And let me tell you, them thoughts be stink thoughts. Stink thoughts. Everybody, atomic stink thoughts. Like maybe you think about that time you did something stupid that one time a long time ago and you're like, oh, I hate myself. Well, there's some stink thoughts. Maybe you like what you ever did because I don't like how I'm in my head. Well, those are stink thoughts. Maybe you're all like, I'm still mad about the guy who did that thing like 15 years ago. Well, those are also stink thoughts. What's not a stink thought? Well, I'll tell you right now. If you think this sing this thinking song in your thinking head, and you will sing along, and you'll know that that is not some stink thoughts. There's not a single stink thought in the song, even though the song's all about stink thoughts all along. It don't matter none, because the stink thoughts are far from here, son of a gun. They're not gonna think thoughts allowed. Nobody's gonna have no stink thoughts now, so get your stinky thoughts right out of my face. Get your stinky thoughts out of my face. Nobody wants your stink thoughts in your face. Get your stinky thoughts out of my face. Oh my God, I can smell them again in your stinky thoughts. Good night, everybody. That's the end of stink thoughts. Again? I thought you already let it all out, Kate McDougal. You had a child's worth of poo earlier. Maybe what you really were holding in were your stink thoughts. Have you thought about that possibility? Thanks, Alistair. That's a song, the anthem of positive thinking, you might call it. Because it's opposed to stink thoughts. Let's go have a cigarette. Oh my Lanta. Yeah, I was also assuming a fairly high score on the youth factor there, is my guess. Well, at least this person, whomever they are, however aged or young, matters not, they now know the wisdom of not having stink thoughts. Okay, well, you should honestly get one then instead of typing. Instead of using your fingers to type on your phone, why don't you use them to plug up your butthole? Not sure what he's talking about. Sounds like he had a bad day, sort of recounting some shit that went down or something. Doesn't sound like a big drama thing, but he sounds sad about it. I don't know. Can't tell. Can't make out the specs. Good night, Lily. Really nice having you here. Uh, yeah, try dream dreams free of stink thoughts. I guess when I go back in, I'll wrap this up probably and try to get a little bit more work done and then try to go to bed at a reasonable hour too. I need to, have a concerted stretch time where I plug away steadily, making progress on putting things up. I feel less confluffled about it. Confluffled? Yes, confluffled. I don't know what it means either, but that's how I feel right now. Confluffled. So to deconfluffle myself, I guess I'll do some more listings. And you know, today was kind of a pleasant surprise because I discovered a couple more things up in the attic, a few more things really that apparently have some value. Put some things together that I didn't know went together before, which is good. I was hoping to do that. But I need to accomplish more before I go to bed, or else I'm going to feel like I didn't do what I need to do today. I'm somewhat confluffled by my box issue. Like, I've got things that need different size boxes, and I don't necessarily have the right size boxes for them. I'm afraid to list it, gets bought. I don't have a box, and I run into big problems like I did last time. But I'm more well equipped to deal with it now. I've got boxes that we've gotten stuff in that I can use. So I guess I should shelve that concern for a little bit and just focus on listing a bunch of stuff. And when I start getting another bunch of purchases, then I will start. We'll see. I'll deal with the box thing then. It'll be fine. I can make boxes out of these pieces of cardboard here even. So that'll be fine. Well, that was kind of fun making that little song. I'm kind of glad I took the extra few minutes to set it up to record it. So if I felt like doing anything with that bass line, I could. It's pretty good, I guess. Although I kind of think like on that one, it should stop like right here. Just stop right there. That'd probably be better. Well, I could play around with it more later. Anyway, I'm going to Jacob McBain. Howdy. All-time best movie, Enter the Dragon, huh? Well, we don't have a martial arts category. we could put Enter the Dragon in martial arts category. I have seen it, but I haven't seen it in a super long time. I don't know if I'd actually think it was super good or not. I could watch it again and find out. But for now, I think I'm gonna wrap up the live stream and try to get a couple more things done before I go to bed. So, yeah, that's what I'll do then. I love you all. Thank you for being here. It's been a wonderful time. Have a great evening.